Welcome back to BLATANCY. My name is Kumiv. I got Kovan today.
What's up? What's up?
Rapper, musician, artist,
Yes, sir.
philanthropist. Nah.
I do it all. I do it all.
But no, man. No, I appreciate you coming
Thank
on,
you,
bro, for
bro.
real.
Thank you for having me.
You know, I came across your TikTok.
Yeah.
Way fucking who knows when, bro.
Yeah,
this was
yeah,
a
yeah,
long
a while
time ago.
ago, yeah.
This was a long, and it was you saying like something along the lines of "I'm gonna be the greatest artist one day," and you know this. It was like a video of you on the bus, and I think I looked it up recently as well. It's a video of you on the bus and saying, you know, these moments are just gonna be a fever dream, or whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
And and when I looked at that, I was like, man, this. I felt that, you know, I kind of really felt that, and I was like, yo, this guy's for real, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah. So that's the sort of buzz I think a lot of people like. I think that sort of energy and self-belief really resonates with a lot of people.
Yeah, man,
because it's such like a forbidden topic here.
Yeah.
Like over here, it's really not part of the culture to kind of assume greatness of yourself.
Yeah.
It's like not that we're fucking, you know, constantly pitying ourselves or that sort of thing. But it's more just like, nah, if you're good, you're good. Yeah. We'll acknowledge you. Yeah. We'll acknowledge you once we think you're good enough.
Exactly, yeah.
But that's pretty sad because it really puts a lot of people in a place where they feel like they can't share what they have with the world and do stuff like this and make music and be creative, because everyone like is just basically saying nah, until we've said you're good enough to do it.
Exactly.
You can't get it out.
Yeah. It is very big here, man. Like they call it the tall poppy syndrome or whatever, right? People pull you down. Because where are you from originally? Are you from here?
I'm from Kurdistan.
Kurdistan.
Okay. Yeah. So I was born here.
Oh, you were born here?
I was born here, yeah. But my fam came in 1998.
Oh, shit,
and then I was born 2002 here.
Oh, yeah, nice. I was born in 98. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no shit. True. Fucking hell. Dope.
But, yeah. Oh, that's sick, man.
Yeah.
So you grew up, whereabouts did you grow up in?
I grew up in North Shore. So I grew up in, first we were around Tor Bay. So we were around like Long Bay area. Yeah. Around the beach and stuff. And then that was in just social housing. And then we eventually got out of that, and all of us moved a bit closer to the bridge. Yeah. So nice. Still on the North Shore, but just a bit closer to the bridge.
Yeah. I used to live out in Browns Bay as well. So
it's
a pretty good area, man.
It's cool, nice. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Definitely blessed to you know, to have grown up there and you know, met all the people that I've met, because my life, I'm super grateful for the opportunities that have come out of there. I love all parts of Auckland, but I really appreciate all the people that I met growing up there.
Right, yeah, for sure. Well, speaking of growing up there, what made you feel like I'm gonna be a rapper now? Was it always like when you were a kid? Were you always did you always like rap music or how?
Yeah, I mean, my brothers always played rap music. Yeah, like my brothers always played. Yeah, like they played like hip hop and that sort of stuff, and I guess that was like a big influence for me. One of my older brothers actually even made music, like made 1 or 2 songs or something, and that was probably also like subtle influence back in the day, but it wasn't something like I knew I was gonna be a rapper from a very young age. I liked music and I was creative, but I only really got into rapping when I was probably about like 11, 12.
Yeah, and how old are you now?
21.
21, bro. 11, 12. You like 10 years, 12 years in the game right now.
Yeah. True.
12. You made it sound like, I only started 3 years. I only got to rapping at 12.
It is pretty early.
Nah,
it has
long,
been a long
bro.
time. Yeah, thank you, bro. Yeah, it has been a while when you think about it like that. I guess it's just because I've but like, I feel like my music career has gone in phases. I've been doing music while also simultaneously like heavy into school and heavy into uni, and I'm 4 years deep in a law degree right now. Oh shit. Wow. And so it's been real like up and down waves, and I've only really just come to terms with the fact that that's normal. Like that's actually, that makes sense for, you know, someone who's doing a bunch of different things to go up and down in waves and stuff for music, because it's not something that you can always feel a huge surge of, you know, energy for and motivation for. And it's difficult when you try to make it a discipline.
Yeah. Because you can't routine it, I feel. You can't make it a routine sort of thing, right? I feel like, because creative space is just, it comes and goes. Like, sometimes when you're driving, you might have a great idea. And if you don't write it down, bro, like...
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
It's
gone now.
Yeah.
It's gone.
100%.
Did you see Kanye? I don't know. Are you a fan of Kanye at all?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not what he says, but yeah.
Oh, no, but not
like as
the old Kanye.
The old Kanye.
not the new guy. But no.
Yeah.
Did you see? I don't know if it's legit. I just saw on Instagram a while ago. He rented out this. I don't know where it is. It's like this beautiful mansion, and it's got all these creative pieces to record his new album. And I saw that. And I'm like, that is the environment where creativity can just fucking live and
flow,
breathe, bro. 100%. Like when you live your day-to-day life, you're going to uni, you're studying. Like it's really hard to just constantly. Like creativity, constantly that creativity come through, man. I agree,
100%.
It's crazy, bro.
I had this was a big thing that really gave me a lot of, I guess, closure with the way, because I only recently again got on an upwave again, because I wasn't doing music for a while this year. So last year I was real heavy into like marketing and real heavy into like getting my stuff out there on TikTok, and that was the video that you saw,
exactly.
and like pushing who I am. But I wasn't creating as much, and this year I kind of went into a lull, and I went to Navigators, shout out Navigators, and there was Aussie producer there. He produces for 1-4, and he's produced for HP Boys, and he's fucking cool as dude. I Am Solo, shout out to you, real cool guy, bro. Real down to earth. And he was saying that creativity like comes from experience, and if you're constantly experiencing like the same shit every day, like your routine is the same shit. You're going to uni, you're going to this, you're going to that. Like you're doing things that are part of, I guess, non-creative life. It's hard to get anything different. It's hard to keep creating something new, something interesting from that. So he was saying that for him, he likes to travel, and he likes to just see new stuff, like book a spontaneous trip here. And I agree that sort of stuff like helps me as well, but it was just a general notion of like, change shit up. Change shit up. And that will fucking give you, and that was huge for me. It was like, damn. I have been doing the same shit for like this long, and obviously I haven't felt like I don't have new stuff to talk about. I don't have like a new inspiration,
new perspective. I get it. Man,
100%.
That's incredible, man. When you write, have you wrote an album yet? Your own? Because I looked it up on Spotify, and I've seen that you've done collaboration albums, but have you gotten a?
So I haven't got my own album yet.
I haven't
dropped. In the vault. It's in the vault. It's in the vault. So I've done the Lost Collections with Fat Papi and 36 Pimp, and those two are like my brothers, and we did that, and that was huge for us. That was like our foot in the game. And like you say, it was like that was the collaboration album. That was like really, really important to us as like a brotherhood, and creatively it was like we were fucking, bro, that album just came like that. I can imagine. It was insane. Like again, we were in a mad lull for like this long, and then we linked up with Mikey, and then from then on, I don't know what happened. I think it was the new perspective Mikey brought to that space. And from then on, we literally created like so many of the songs on Lost Collections within like weeks. Literally recorded the whole thing. Like after not creating for so long, we created like 2 of the songs on Lost Collections, finished, boom, written, done, recorded in a bedroom in one night. Like it was.
This is the stories you hear from like all the rappers that make it. They're like, I was recording in my mom's basement, and bro, that's amazing, 100%. Man. I've seen you done a concert as well. Was it like a show? You've done a show. I feel like that's the way like local artists can grow, right? Getting yourself booked is the main thing. I've got a friend, Jan. He's a guitarist, and he dropped his own EP recently as well. And bro, I'm not even kidding. Fantastic, bro. I'll send you the link. I'm like, it doesn't sound like a beginner artist. Like he's really, really good. And I was telling him as well that you need to get yourself booked, bro. That's like the one way, right? 100%. And it's probably hard. It's not, you can't just go and like fucking get booked. But
it's not the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
But you're right. You're so right, dude.
Yeah.
Like getting yourself booked, because community presence is like such an important thing because you first need your community to build you up.
Yeah.
To then push yourself outward.
Yeah.
To also to build that self-belief that we were talking about before. When people believe in you, and when you see people vibing to your music that have never been to one of your shows, and then they come to one of your shows and they're like fucking dancing and shit. It's sick. It's so cool. Sick. And that is like when people see that, when bigger shows see that, and they're like, oh, this artist can do this with like the small crowd.
Yeah.
I wonder what he could do with a bigger crowd. And it is a real big like it's something really good for your portfolio.
Yeah, it's good for your brand, right?
Yeah,
it's
for
good
your
for
brand,
for your name value as well.
And it's fun as fuck.
Yeah,
it's
I can't imagine. I can't imagine. For sure. If you do a show and you got tickets, bro, you gotta come there.
You know I got you. Yeah, it's
bring
so
the boys.
fun.
Yeah,
fuck yeah, dude.
Do you do any kind of sports, anything like that at all?
Up until recently, I was doing Muay Thai. So
bro,
that's I've seen that. I've seen. I was pretty stoked. I didn't realize, and then I like looked on your page and I was like, oh shit, he's at CKV.
Yeah. Oh, you come to CKV as well?
No, I was at Urban Sport.
Oh, Urban Sport. Okay,
Urban Sport, yeah. So I was at Urban Sport for a while, but then once we kind of got onto, trying to make the space with Mikey and Fat Papi, it just fucking got cooked with timing, especially when classes are at a certain time.
Yeah, I can only imagine how busy you must be.
Yeah, exactly.
Making time for training gets a little tricky sometimes, and sometimes your body's sore and shit. It's
exactly.
like, fuck, bro, I can't be bothered going.
It's also on top, like I was trying to balance gym and Muay Thai.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
by gym you mean like weightlifting?
Yeah, like weightlifting.
That's gonna be tough. Bro.
Yeah,
that's
so
tough.
it's hard. Yeah. I get into I hyper focus on stuff a lot. Yeah. So if I'm doing gym, I'll just do gym for ages. Yeah. But if I'm doing Muay Thai, I find it really hard to balance both. Like do 3 times gym, 3 times Muay Thai. That doesn't really work for me.
It's tough. Yeah.
I either like staying in a routine of like one thing.
Yeah.
And then just continuing that, and then eventually switching. But then that's just fucking pointless. Then I'm just paying a bunch of money.
Exactly, for nothing.
And it's just it doesn't make sense to me, especially with the timing and stuff.
Yeah. Did you get up to any fights yet, or was it just more a training?
No,
thing?
I was planning on. I do want to return to Muay Thai next year. I definitely do want to return because it's so good. It's so fun.
It's fun, dude.
It's so fucking fun.
Especially Muay Thai. That's that's the one, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Knees,
I wanted to.
Elbows.
The art of 8 limbs, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to do a fight next year. So because I really love the idea of like discipline and the intensity of training for one big purpose, which is you're getting into this fight.
That one date, right? You're looking forward to that one date the whole time.
Yeah, and the weight cut and the fucking camp. Yeah. So I really want to do it at one point, but no, I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, bro, that'll be safe. That'll be safe.
I'm excited.
And if anything, that will just make your brand even stronger. You're like the rapper, the fighter. You know what I mean? Like that's sick. Man. That's so sick.
Yeah. What about yourself? Have you done any fights?
I fought one time. Yeah. I did MMA. And
is that you?
Is where? Oh yeah, that is me.
yeah. Sick, bro.
I forgot I even had that on the wall. Yeah.
Dope.
I lost that one though. We'll get
that one back. It's all good.
No, it was a pretty good fight. I got caught towards the end, and I guess I got dropped at the end. I didn't get knocked out, but I guess I was close. I was pretty close. I was pretty rocked at the end, and
it's all good, bro.
Yeah, ground and pound, and then right as I stood back up, the round ended, and I knew I lost the fight just from that big moment, right? And then.
Fuck, it's always at the end of the round as well.
Yeah, I was just like,
can't even win it back.
Yeah. But no, it was a fun experience, man. It was an all-time. It's beginner shit. You can actually do that as well,
Is that I know Eugene runs this like.
It's that program.
It's that program.
It's called Alta. Yeah. It's
like
a 20 week. They call it a warrior program. And stuff like that. They teach you from like nothing. From jiu-jitsu is mainly what they started, and then they teach you all the way up until But I've been doing striking for a long time. I'm mainly a striker as well. So I was glad that me and my opponent had a striking fight and not a fucking
It's like fuck, please, bro. Yeah. Don't Eminari on my ass. I'm trying to just stand with me, please.
Yeah. He was a striker too, which is great.
That's so good.
Sick.
Yo.
But now, yeah, I want to get... Sorry, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, so how long have you been doing striking? Like, have you been kind of doing, like, Muay Thai and kickboxing your whole life?
Well, not my whole life, but I've always... When I was younger, my dad was really big into MMA... Not MMA, sorry. Martial arts.
Sick.
Like Bruce Lee. He would always do, like, Kung Fu shit and all that growing up. So I was always around it, but I never did it until... And then there was phases where we did boxing for a bit, and then we stopped. And it mainly was gym. Like, I used to go lift weights quite a bit back in the day. And yeah, just slowly, eventually, watching fights, watching boxing. Eventually, I think I really started during lockdown because I couldn't go to the gym anymore. And then I was like, I just started hitting the bag.
Nice.
At home.
You go on at home?
No bags at home. It was just like a makeshift bag. Not at this house. I used to live in Mangrove.
Right.
And just a makeshift bag. I put it like a fucking pillowcase.
Dog.
Clothes
That's
and
it,
shit.
bro.
And I was like,
That's it.
And then, I eventually got myself membership at CKB and
Dope.
Fuck, sick, man, bro.
Sick story,
awesome,
man.
Bro. And so I seen that you dropped that video yesterday. Is
Yeah.
that a music video? I thought it was gonna be a song, and I was waiting. I was waiting. I'm like, what is the song? But it was a fucking creative video, bro. And when I saw that, I'm like, see, this is why I know you're gonna be a big deal, bro. I'm not even fucking around. Like, just off that video alone. Did you make it by yourself, or did you?
No, I made it with Bumble Media. So Marcus, godsend of a human. If you're watching this, Marcus, thank you for being who you are.
It was just so like creative. You walking from one frame to the next, to the next.
Yeah, it was a so fucking cool idea. Like we kind of came up with it, just thinking, what can we do? It was symbolizing that I'm back. That's what it was. And so, not even joking, my car.
Yeah.
So you see in the end, I put the battery in my car.
I seen that. You woke up in the jungle with the battery.
Yeah. So that wasn't a piss take. That was the first time I'd started my car in 3 months.
Oh shit.
It was literally symbolic of the fact that my Z as part of my brand and me as an artist, I've been out of making music and being creative for a long time now. It's been like 3 months. And that's not a huge, relatively it's not that long, but for me it felt like a long time.
Yeah.
As a creative, you feel guilty.
Yeah.
You feel guilty when you don't make stuff for that long. And when I was there doing, looking at that car, and I was like, what can I do to symbolize it? Because I bought the battery. I got the battery for it. And I was like,
oh wait, so the battery was flat, or?
Oh, yeah, the battery was flat.
3 months, right?
Sat for 3 months.
Yeah.
And I was like, what can I do to kind of both symbolize that I'm back and the Z's back?
Yeah.
And that's what we thought of. I was like, I'm gonna wake up in a fucking jungle with this battery by my side, and then I'm gonna walk.
Yeah,
It
was clean, bro. And then the color shift as well, bro. It was clean. It was clean.
That was all him, bro.
The beat drop, and then oh, it was good, man. It was good.
So that goes into something that you'll see next week.
Yeah.
So the song part of it comes next week. Okay. So this was more of a teaser kind of.
Wait, so that video extended? Oh shit! Okay.
So that goes into goes into a different story.
Yeah.
So there's 3 videos that are coming out. Within the next month. Yeah. And they're all part of one big project, and it's basically the beginning to the beginning.
Yeah. That's sick, man.
And that's it's a big thing that I'm gonna be working on for the next months, up until about April next year. Yeah. I'm fucking stoked. I'm really stoked to roll it out.
I'm excited to watch it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Where do you see, realistically, right? And I'm hoping to get an honest answer. In your belief, where do you see yourself in terms of your music career? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, 10 years? Where do you see yourself, and how do you see yourself getting there? It's a deep, loaded question.
No,
I didn't mean to drop
question.
it on you like that, but
it's a good question.
But yeah,
I see myself doing everything I can to make it. Yeah. So that's the how. That's the how I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And I see myself consistently building up and getting to a point where I can say, this is fucking it. This is, you can't deny me now. Yeah. I've got my foot in the fucking game. Yeah. I'm going to be at those big stages. I'm going to be in those big venues. I'm going to be all over the world. And this isn't something that I want to do based on just hope. And, I hope I make it. It's like, no, like this is methodical.
Yeah.
I've got plans, like I say, until next April. I've got plans after that with the thing that Mikey and Fat Papi and I are working on. That's a big part of everything. And I see myself really building a fan base and getting my name out there as, this guy wasn't just someone who made it. Isn't just someone who's making it in NZ and then dipping.
Yeah.
He's making it in NZ and they're bringing all of us up.
Yeah.
And then we're all gonna fucking make it.
Yeah.
Like the whole country is there's gonna be a shift in the culture. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
I really want to shift the culture to, because everyone acknowledges Tall Poppy.
Yeah.
That's the irony of it. Yeah. Like no one denies it.
Exactly. And you're so right. I've seen so many like videos and stuff of people acknowledging and bringing it up, and
no one does anything.
Yeah, there's no change.
Because it's hard to. It's hard to. It's hard to do it.
It's ingrained.
It's instilled. Like I have Tall Poppy syndrome. You have Tall Poppy syndrome. It's something that's like an internalized point of view, and you have to catch yourself. And it's hard to catch yourself actively.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck am I thinking? Like, what am I thinking? Putting this guy down.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like, why? Why should I? When he's trying, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Why am I, telling this guy he can't make it? It's because I've been told I can't make it.
Yeah.
It's because he's been told I can't make it. My whole life, I've been seeing people get told they can't make it.
Yeah.
Because of that kind of idea that we're a small country and we're not, any time we make it, it's a fluke.
Yeah.
It's like Lord was a fluke. Yeah. Benny was a fluke. P Money was a fluke. Like all these people were flukes. And it's like, no, they weren't fucking flukes.
They grinded
and they made it, and they're fucking examples and key evidence of, we all can do that.
Yeah.
There's not one person in this country that can't achieve what the fuck they want to achieve.
Yeah.
We're such hardworking people. We are hardworking people. We're talented people. We're strong people. Yeah. We are acknowledged as one of the strongest people in the fucking world. Look at the fucking All Blacks and shit, no one wants to fuck with them.
Intimidating motherfuckers.
No one wants to fuck with them. People don't look down on us, but we look down on ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we're almost like trying to. It's like when you joke about yourself before someone else does. Yeah. To try and remove that
exactly.
Yeah. It's like fuck that. Why are we cutting ourselves down before anyone else does?
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck. Like we'll rise. If they try to cut us down, see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Where did you get, what's your inspiration generally in like musically or just in life or like,
man,
how do you have so much wisdom at such a young age? That's what I'm trying to say. You were 21, you said?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. I'm not even close right now, and I'm 24.
Nah,
bro. But how do you learn? Like, for example, a guy like Russ, right? He always brings up Paulo Coelho, and he talks about these books that he reads and stuff like that. The Think and Grow Rich guy, whatever his name is, like that's his source of inspiration. What's yours? How do you?
Family.
Family.
Family. I will die for my family, and if there's anything I would say as my last fucking words, it's I owe everything to them. My parents were both Kurdish guerrilla fighters in against Saddam Hussein's genocide in Kurdistan, and it's like my whole family story before now has just been a fucking whole bunch of struggle, but pushing through that. Like, I've got 5 older brothers, and one big part of, I guess, knowing what I know at my age is I've been able to draw everything from them. I accelerated myself forward in terms of what I could learn and what I knew because I had all these amazing people to look up to and learn from.
Exactly.
Not only their greatest, achievements, but also their mistakes that they displayed to me. They'd never hid their mistakes from me. Yeah. It was like, look, this is what my mistakes were. Don't do that.
Exactly.
You shouldn't do that because it fucking sucked for me.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't do that, And like I say, my parents came here in 98. They were in the refugee camps in Mangere, and all of my brothers since the earliest moments I can remember have just been grinding. Yeah. My parents have been grinding. Yeah. My family is just synonymous with struggling but also succeeding.
Yeah.
Struggling and succeeding in spite of that struggle. And that is my philosophy in life.
Yeah.
It's I don't care how fucking tough making it a rap is. You can't tell me it's tougher than surviving the mountains in a genocide.
Exactly.
You can't tell me that it's tougher than, you know, being persecuted by dictators. You can't tell me it's tougher than landing in a new country after fucking, you know, being refugees and landing in a new country and trying to make it and trying to provide a stable household for 6 children.
Yeah.
Can't tell me it's harder than that. This is nothing.
Straight up.
So who the fuck am I to complain and say I can't do this? That would be disrespectful. If they never doubted themselves in coming here and making this beautiful life for their kids, how the fuck am I meant to doubt myself?
Exactly, bro. Yeah.
It doesn't
That's
make
amazing,
sense.
bro. That's
Thank
what
you
you
bro.
just said. That's amazing, man. How was it like growing up? You know, because your parents came from a completely different country in a completely torn apart sort of situation. I'm assuming. I'm not very well versed in
That's
what's
fair,
you know what I mean.
That's
I'm not entirely sure, but how's it like growing up? Did you have like did you feel a bit different growing up? You know what I mean? Because you growing up in an environment of your family environment is completely different to your surrounding. You grew up in Mangaree, I'm assuming.
No, I grew up in North Shore. North Shore. So I was born 2002. So in '98 they were in Mangaree camps, and then they I think quite early on we moved to the shore.
Okay.
And
how was it like growing up? Did you feel like that was two completely different cultures? Like you're going to school and it's one thing, you come home and it's one thing. Did you ever feel anything like that? Because I feel like that can be and just that in itself can either make you or break you. Right? In your case, it made you. I feel like it definitely it's
a huge part of who I am. Yeah. Being part of the diaspora and I guess the two cultures. You know, the New Zealand culture and then the Kurdish culture. It's like I got the best of both worlds. And it was interesting, but I think because my brothers were humans at the time, you know, like I wasn't a human yet. I was just a little fucking baby. So they actually experienced it.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. How what's the age gap between you and your brothers?
Oh, bro, it's pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty big. So me to my next oldest brother is 7 years, and then it's 10 years, 11 years, something like 15 years, and then my oldest brother, I think it's like 21 or 24 years between us. So it's a big gap.
It's a big gap. Yeah. So you definitely had a lot of...
They were...
role models.
Yeah, exactly.
Big time role models.
They were old enough to transition. Like, the experience for me was nowhere near as turbulent as it was for them. Because they had experienced other life. They had experienced, you know, because my family went to Pakistan before we came to New Zealand. So from Kurdistan to Pakistan to New Zealand. And they had experienced that life there. They had experienced different things there. And when they came here, they were like, oh shit, they got the shock. So I didn't get it because they I guess it was like, they managed to transition it for me. Like they knew the intersection already between, okay, what is it like here and what are we like? And what's the connection that we can, I guess, gain from that? And so all I knew was that connection. Like I knew how to live the bicultural lifestyle. And funny story, I just remember like this is one of the earliest moments I can remember of me, I guess, acknowledging that I was different, I guess. And it was my first day at school.
First day at school, okay.
First day at primary school, I think it was. And I was in the mirror practicing my English.
Oh shit!
And I was in the mirror just saying swear words, and that was my way of practicing. I was like, "Fuck!" that was. So I've been swearing since a young age. But that was the earliest moments I can remember of me. Like, like I'm not a European kid. Or I'm not I don't feel like a Kiwi kid necessarily, but I also
yeah.
don't feel like a full Kurdish kid. I'm Kiwi Kurdish. It's, you know, first generation immigrant.
Yeah. Oh, man,
so yeah, that's how my childhood was. It was really hats off to everyone in my family. It was nowhere near as turbulent as it could have been. Nowhere near. It was very, very beautiful and very loving, and I'm always forever grateful for that and how I managed to incorporate both the Western society and Middle Eastern society into my values.
Yeah. What kind of music was in your household when you were growing up? You know, because that can you can make a whole new thing. If you mix it up. Was it? Yeah. When you were growing up, was there a lot of what sort of music in
Kurdish?
In Kurdish, yeah. Well, what's the genre? Is it its own thing? I'm assuming
it's its own thing. It's its own thing. There was a lot of so on in the like car, for example, my parents had CDs that they had burnt Kurdish songs onto, and you know, we had albums of that, and we had albums of Hassan Zidak and that sort of like, I guess, folk music, Kurdish folk music, but then also like I don't know, it's somber Kurdish music, but then also more hype Kurdish music in terms of, the hype not isn't like, you know, like Rangers, not like that, but you know, more upbeat, more like upbeat, and that definitely, that was just something that was, you know, like I never really like batted an eye at it. It was that, but then it was also like, you know, hip hop that my brothers were playing, and the culo, like that sort of stuff, and I remember that playing as a kid and in the garage, and so it was a mix of, again, Western and Middle Eastern, and that's why it never felt weird to have a combination of both, because it was just normal. Like I would speak English with my brothers, Kurdish with them as well, but mainly, you know, like a mix versus just pure Kurdish with my parents. So in that way, even musically, I was in tune with both worlds.
Who's your? It's gonna be, well, it might be easy for you or tough. Who's your top 5 and why?
God damn.
Top 5 and 5 only.
Nujabes, first and foremost.
Who's that?
Nujabes. Rest in peace. He was a Japanese DJ and producer, and he created the most beautiful beats and symphonies and real, like, I found him around the same time I started rapping, around 11, 12 years old, and since then I've just, like, he's got my favorite album, he's got my favorite song, and even though I might not listen to him all the time, it's like, nah, like that's who it is. So he's number one.
He's number one.
He's number one.
At the top. How do you say his name again?
Nujabes.
Yeah. Nujabys.
Nujabes.
Oh, okay. Nujabes. Okay.
Yeah, Nujabes.
Right. Number one. All right.
Yeah.
All right, who's number 2?
Definitely top.
I'm gonna make sure this is rolling real quick. It is. Okay. Cool.
Look, bro.
For a second, I was like, I know I turned it on. Let me make sure.
Nah, fair. Good call.
Yeah. Who's number 2?
Bro.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I have to know.
It's fair.
Yeah, and that's unique, bro. I would have never guessed you would say Nujabes. I was expecting like, like Biggie. Or, You know,
I love Biggie. I love Biggie. I love Pac, but they weren't like, they were big while I was growing up. Not like Pac and Biggie weren't the reason I got into rap. I'm not gonna sit here and say that. They're fucking goats, and I will tip my hat to them all day, but not specifically for me, not necessarily the reason I got into rap, but Nujabes, number one, big part of like my jazz rap kind of, my passion for jazz rap. 2 would be probably J. Cole.
Okay, I agree with that.
Jermaine.
I agree with that.
Probably
he's definitely my top 1 or 2.
He's up there, man. His versatility. Speaking of versatility, Drake. Drake. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how popular he is.
For real. I fuck with Drake as well. Bro. He's very, very talented, bro.
And just doesn't he doesn't falter.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what direction the game goes in and then the trend's going, he catches up and he makes it his own.
Exactly.
And he puts his, like, signature on it.
Yeah, he puts his own stamp on it. Every time. Every wave. If you look back through his career, every wave that was there. The reggaeton wave, boom, he was there. Yeah. You know, like...
The auto-tune, like Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
And, like, that sort of thing. He knew what the fuck to do there. And he knew how to make it his own.
Yeah. Even his last album, that Honestly Nevermind, wasn't my thing. It wasn't my thing necessarily, but I respected it. I was like, the fact that he would make something like that and just put it out, you know, without any kind of fear. It's so different to everything he's ever done.
Yeah. And like out of the blue as well. Like literally it was like, oh yeah, I'm dropping an album
out of nowhere.
Like, oh, fuck.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, there were a couple of good tracks on there. I mean, Jimmy Cooks was from there, and that's the type of Drake that I enjoy the most.
Fair.
But
hey, do you like EDM or like house music or anything like that?
It depends on the song, but I'm not necessarily.
That's fair.
For me, it's literally I'm like fucking weird with my music, bro.
That's fair,
really,
bro.
I'm based on songs and some artists.
Yeah,
you know?
that's fair, bro. There's different artists bring different stamps to different genres. So sometimes someone's stamp on the same genre can be a lot more for your palate than someone else.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm quite a big fan of house and like techno and that sort of stuff, and I really enjoyed that album. And as someone who does like house and techno, but also is a huge fan of just rap in general, it was a great mix. And like we say, he fucking did his thing. Like
legit.
He really did his
thing there.
That's
top 3. Yeah, so that's top 3. You got 2 more to go.
2 more. Damn, bro. This is actually super hard.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't ask me that because I was.
I should really know this better.
But no, so far, well, I don't know who Nujabi is, but the other top 2, the top 3.
Yeah, pretty safe.
Pretty safe. Safe bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Kendrick Lamar on there?
He's one of those artists that I have like a lot of love and respect for.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like in terms of like, I'd say he is top 5.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'd put him in my top 5, you know? Right. Like I don't know if I'd put him there just because I feel like it'd be disingenuous for me particularly to say like, and then like, I fucking loved like Damn.
Yeah.
Damn was huge for me.
Damn was huge for him as well.
Yeah. It was relatively more commercial than Good Kid,
and it was
City.
well received compared to most of his other albums. Like way well received. It was big all over the world. Yeah,
that's facts. That's facts. Especially like the big ones like Loyalty, Element.
Yeah, exactly.
But
so you recognize how great he is, but he's just not in your.
I'd say. And if he was, I'd say 5. I'd say I'd put him at 5.
At 5, yeah.
Alright, fuck it. Let's put him at 5 anyway.
Put him at 5, right?
Just so I can get that placeholder. Yeah, for sure.
Alright, number 4.
Ooh.
Just throw names out there.
Actually, number 4, huge one for me recently. Baby Keem.
Baby Keem. Okay.
Baby Keem, big for me.
He is really talented.
Really
talented.
And I resonate with a lot of what he does and a lot of what he says. And man, just like the creative freedom he has is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And when I first listened to him, I'm like, bro,
my reaction exactly.
Like,
I was like, bro, this is another fucking, you know what I mean?
Shut
like
up.
bubblegum rapper. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
And then the more I listen to it, the more he pops up. And really, what put me on Baby Keem was that song he did with Kendrick. I forget how the song goes now. Not Range Brothers. Not Range Brothers. It's
Family Ties.
Family Ties, bro. That shit, that and when, bro, the flow switch up.
Bro, when that comes on, I'm dropping everything and running, bro.
And his like waviness on that, bro. He was so good on that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He rode the beat so well, bro.
Perfectly. And that's what he's really good at. He's really good at finding pockets that are like, it's almost like primal, bro. Like, he hits shit that like, you're like, mentally, you're like, what is that? Like, what, you know, like,
what am I feeling right now?
What am I feeling? But then, like, internally, you're like, oh, fuck, like, that hits. Like, it really goes off. and his work ethic. Work ethic and his like idea of like, I got one line always sticks with me, and his line is like, I got rich off no sleep. I got rich off no sleep. Oh, and that really resonates with me, because with uni, with balancing everything, fuck man, some days I'm my sleep schedule is all over the place. Some days I'm getting real low sleep, and and I don't promote that. Like I don't promote being unhealthy with sleep, and I don't promote. But in my life, I find that that's how I kind of get things done. I try to balance it out and try to get more sleep on some days and that sort of thing. But whenever I'm feeling tired, or whenever I'm like, fucking low ass sleep and trying to grind, and I just remember I got rich off no sleep, and I'm about to get rich off no sleep. I'm about to make it off no sleep, and when I fucking make it, then I can sleep. Then I can relax.
50 Cent said the same thing, kind of, right? He was like, sleeper for people who are broke. So similar idea, man.
It's just you can't stay sleeping. Ironically, right? Like to get your dreams, you gotta wake up.
But well, I love how when Baby Keem and Kendrick collab, like he brings out a different side of Kendrick. Kendrick's more playful. He's not super like.
He's not like profound with it, or at least not in ways that are like typical.
Like he's like more playful. He's more like, what I mean?
Even when you listen to him, he's still saying like fucking deep shit. Like the
Hillbillies.
Hillbillies, or even like Family Ties. I think what he was saying, like, what's he starts off with top 5, and then he talks about Gabriel and like the angels, and like he speaks to Megatron and Gabriel, and like those are like angels that he speaks to, and he's fucking making it sound hard, and he's saying like, I speak directly to God's like messengers, and it's like, I'm just in like dancing.
I didn't even catch that, bro.
It's crazy.
Speaking of bars, what are some of the top bars that stick out to you, just in general? Like, for example, you brought up the Baby Keem one. I'm throwing hard shit at you, bro. Like, things that stick. Your own bars, or any bars from any kind of rappers that really resonate, or something that you think was, like, really smart, or, Sure, there has to be a few that you can think of.
There's definitely a few.
A J. Cole one or something.
Cole. Love Yours, like out of the Love Yours, there was a lot of bars in that
bro,
really stuck with me.
That shit hits hard, bro. I don't listen to it all the time, but some days, man.
Bro, any minor inconvenience, I'm like, that Love Yours hits very hard. Change by J. Cole. Change, crazy beautiful song off of For Your Eyes Only, and. It was like the basic, I can't remember the bar word for word, but the idea was like, you can't change the world until you change something within yourself. So obviously, like, not the most like first time it's ever been said. But man, when I heard that, a Nujabi's one. It's nothing like it's nothing crazy smart necessarily, but I remember the first time I heard it, and my little fucking turd ass was like, going through some sad shit or something. And it was, the line was by Shing O2. So Nujabi's himself never rapped or anything. He just made the instrumentals, But it was Shing O2, and he was like, remember the time that you told me in the cold night to relax when all I knew was to hold tight. And I remember the first time I heard that, after the night before or something like that, a night recently, I was like shivering, and it was a warm night. Like, it was a warm night, and I was shivering just out of like some shit was going on. I was just like,
anxiety and stuff.
And that hit me, like it fucking sent chills through my whole body, and I just remember that, and I used to just play it, and just for that one line. And that's Lovesick Part 2. Beautiful song. Crazy beautiful song. So that's definitely one that just hits, I wish I knew, there's so many amazing bars that I've heard over the years that I'm just like, damn. Damn. One line that I love personally myself, that you'll probably like as well.
Funny right now.
You'll probably like, it's like an MMA line. So I throw MMA lines in there sometimes, on like UFC lines. It was like,
your bar.
My bar.
What is it?
It was like, don't need a hook, these boys like Kai, they bought some flyweights.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was, you know, it was like saying like they bought some food, Kai, and then some flyweights. So that was I fucking loved that bar. Yeah. That's one big one for me. But yeah, so a lot of special bars.
Yeah. Any producers you want to work with?
Oh man,
just, like not just locally, just like, you know, for example, a guy like Rick Rubin, right? He doesn't really he doesn't produce the beats, but he kind of brings you in this place of creativity, 100%. Right? Yeah, kind of like
he brings something out of people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
T minus.
Yeah,
T minus is big. T minus is.
I feel like I know this name.
Yeah, so he produced huge songs, like, you know, the London.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So exactly. Yeah.
And I don't want to fucking tease this, but I think he produced Love Yours as well.
Really? Maybe.
Possibly. I might be talking a whole bunch of shit. I'm sorry. But he produced a lot of songs for J. Cole, and he's incredible. Pharrell.
Bro, come on.
Yeah.
Pharrell's something else, bro. He's fucking, bro, legit. Pharrell is, for me, this is gonna sound really just, you know, basic of me to say, but that song, one of his biggest songs, Not Happy, the one he did with Daft Punk.
Get Lucky.
Get Lucky.
Yeah.
Every time I listen to it, right, I'm just like, it is such a hit.
It's such a good song.
It's such a good song. For him to come up with that, and I was just trying to imagine like just the beat alone, just the instrumental alone, Daft Punk, and then for him to, obviously he might have had writers or whatever, but for him to come up with that, everything, bro, I'm just like, that is crazy.
You know when it just connects? Like everything just connects together.
It is impossible not to like that song. Yeah. It is a hit.
I agree.
You don't have to grow into it. No, it's just
the first time you hear it, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, that's levels, bro. That's
fucking
that.
Anthem, bro. That one's a good song. Yeah, I agree. There's levels. It's like people who know what will connect, what will hit people in their hearts. And Rick Rubin and Pharrell are both incredible at that. Yeah. They know like the deeper, like physiological connection with music and how to achieve that just spark of like life you get from a song that fucking is like a hit.
So you want to work with T minus
Pharrell. If I could pick anyone dead or alive, Nujabes.
Oh, is he? Oh, you told me. Yeah,
he's passed away, unfortunately. That one so sad. But it would be Nujabes.
Yeah.
And that's probably Metro, bro.
Yeah,
Metro.
I was just gonna say like
Metro.
There's no way you're not moving right now.
Metro, bro. Metro.
Yeah.
Metro is fucking huge,
bro. He is so
that
good.
Guy's incredible.
That last album, bro. I like, you know how he releases just instrumentals. I'll just fucking play the instrumentals, bro, as I'm driving. I'm just like, bro,
super.
I don't even rap, but I feel like rapping. You know?
Yeah. It brings something out of you, bro.
Straight up,
it brings something out of you. I was thinking of actually doing like a whole album cover of his instrumentals, and then I was thinking to do like this big thing of like doing that and then putting it onto a CD. Are you gonna listen to them?
Listen, oh no, I'm not.
Why not?
Yeah, I want to. I don't know anyone else that's going, so I'm just like,
just come, G.
I don't want to just show up. You know what I mean? Come on,
I get you.
My flatmates were going, and they were gonna go, and then they were like, oh, maybe not this year, and I'm like, fair. Yeah.
I was thinking of burning it onto a CD and then throwing it to Metro.
Oh shit!
Like frisbee onto the stage. And the funniest thing would be if I put it in all this time and he just like never saw it, which is probably what would happen. But I think the process would actually be fun because I fucking love that. I love that album, and I think it would be comedic almost for me to like have all this shit going on, and in the midst of that, just do a fucking whole album cover, just to throw it at Metro.
Yeah. When is listening, by the way?
October. So I have a month to make an album right now. It's like early, so I've got a month to do it. I think I started writing on the first song.
Yeah. Oh wait, so it's guaranteed you're gonna throw it at Metro?
I don't know. I think it's a sick idea. Yeah. I think it's a fire idea.
What if you get escorted out? You know, he doesn't see it. Security goes, hey yo.
Bro, who the fuck, like, how are they gonna see it? Because I'm not gonna fucking jump the fucking fence. I'm just gonna frisbee that shit from as close as I can get.
Yeah.
And, hopefully he sees it.
Bro, if it works, that is a story
and
of
a
fucking
lifetime,
bro.
Yeah.
That is a fucking amazing story.
Yeah.
Like,
so we'll try it, and I want to, like, market it and shit, because I think the marketing will be big for that. Like, whatever, fuck it. Even if he doesn't see it, if people can hear it just based off the story alone and what I'm trying to do, because people will hopefully resonate with that. Like, let's fucking, like, you know, the big day. It's like, it finally, it's the big day. Is he going to be able to get the CD to him? So I think that's something I definitely want to do.
That would be sick. That would be sick.
Right now I've got uni break, so hopefully slap a few songs out. Yo.
Any collaborations, any artists that you want to collaborate with the most specifically? Not just local artists, you know. Or is it going to be in your top 5 those guys mainly?
Yeah, I'll tell you, like, let's just get those out of the way. Cole, Drake, Kendrick.
The big ones, obviously.
Baby Keem, of course.
But any, like, you know, unique artists, like, you know.
I'd love to collaborate with some, like, Kurdish artists I listened to growing up. That would be great. Adnan Karim. Adnan Karim, he's a big artist. My mum really loves his music. My parents really love his music, so that would be big. Nasser, I can't remember what his last name is, but he was also quite big.
Right.
So those are, like, in terms of unique. That'd probably be.
Will you, if you were to collaborate with them, would you, what genre is it? Is it like the folk style music that you mentioned?
Yeah,
would you bring a hip hop taste into that and kind of blend it up, or would you switch genres if you were to? For example, Adnan Karim. If you were to make a song with him, would you blend in hip hop, or would you switch up your style?
A bit of both. It would be like I would switch up my style definitely, and man, I would have to Kurdish culture is very, like, a big respect culture. So I'd be very, very cautious about the way I do things. Not being disrespectful or anything like that. And that's again, because they're so big to me, I would never want to do anything like that anyways. But also, like, I'm not gonna go around talking about fucking
bitches.
Fucking bitches. It would be something quite meaningful. So it would probably be something about being Kurdish. Would be a song that I'd want to collaborate with Kurdish artists on. In terms of other artists, Jay-Z. Jay-Z would be a big one. Jay-Z would be a big one.
That'll be fucking crazy.
Jay-Z would be crazy. I'd love. It's your boy. I'd love. I'd love. Kanye. Bro. Goddamn, Kanye. That would be next level. Travis.
Travis
is
right now
huge.
What did you? Okay, you brought up Travis. Good point. What did you think of Utopia?
So
give me your.
I got you. I will not fuck around. So at first I didn't. Pretty average to me,
bro. At first, bro, I'm like, really?
Come on, man.
This fucking bro. He hyped it up so much.
Fucking how many years?
Yeah, bro. But it grew on me. But you go ahead.
That's exactly what it was. It grew on me, and the reason why I let it grow on me. Hi.
Oh yeah.
So cute. The reason why I let it grow on me was because I gave Astroworld the same time of day. Like, I gave I didn't dislike Astroworld as much when I first heard it. But man, Astroworld over the years, every time I went back and listened to it, I picked a new song that was fucking now part of my playlist rotation. Like, going back, like, NC-17 and, like, all these random, like, crazy small songs that, like, no one talks about that are great. Like, they're so good. NC-17, fucking Stop Trying to Be God, like that sort of stuff was crazy. So I was like, nah, I can't just chuck it away.
Exactly.
I gotta give it the same benefit of doubt. Still don't think it's as good as Astroworld.
For me, no way. Well, Astroworld was amazing the first time I heard it. For me, the first time I played it, bro, it was just phenomenal. Incredible. For me. You know, I enjoyed it from the first time I listened to it, and that's my problem. I think I went into Utopia with, like, comparing it. Before I even heard it, I was like, this better top Astroworld. And I mean, there's some great songs, bro. Some like Circus Maximus or whatever.
Circus Maximus. Utopia Twins was sick. Sirens was good.
Fiend was like an interesting one with Carti. The Schizo song with Young Thug was good as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the one with Drake.
Yeah.
The one with Drake. Bro.
That's crazy.
Scattered at 6.
That was fun. All of us went nuts.
CKB as we're fucking hitting pads.
That would have been on.
Fucking it turns up, bro. It turns up, yeah.
That would have been on. In terms of, I've actually just come up with a few more collabs. So, I'd say, like, fuck me, bro. I just forgot. Oh, Young Thug. Young Thug, definitely a big one. Young Thug.
Playboi Carti. Hit and miss for me.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. I get that.
It's like sometimes Young Thug's like, bro, this is amazing. Sometimes I'm
crazy.
Like,
yeah.
What's going on here? You know?
Thug, definitely. Playboi Carti. Playboi Carti would be crazy.
You would make some wild shit with him.
Random shit with Playboi Carti, which would be so fun.
And it'll give you the freedom too as well, because you got this, you can do whatever the fuck with him,
you can do some fucking random shit.
That song he did with The Weeknd recently, bro, I got that shit on repeat, bro. Like, every time. Yeah, dude. It's so good, bro.
And Madonna, bro?
Like, it's just the most random. The Weeknd, Madonna, and then Playboi Carti.
It's fucking odd. It was real odd, but it was sick.
Yeah,
it was
such a good song. Such a good song.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
So some artists like that, which would really take me. Oh, Frank Ocean. That's I remember that.
He's really
Frank
good.
Ocean.
Yeah.
Just please, bro, come out of retirement, man. We're trying to hear something new.
Didn't he drop something recently? It was like a weird. Well, it's not like an album. It was like a song that tied into an album, but the album never came out. It's like. It was a boring ass song though, I'm not gonna lie, but it was something that he dropped, and it was like
how recently?
Not very recently, maybe like
The Room?
8 months.
My Room, sorry?
I don't remember now what the song was.
Yeah,
but it's like a white album cover with him sitting down at the
My Room, I think, and it was like a real odd drum beat.
Yeah, it was like a weird song.
Yeah.
And it looked like album's probably
and just never did.
Yeah.
Skip saw him in Japan. You know Skip the Boat?
No.
You don't know Skip the Boat?
No. Wait. Who skipped the boat?
You don't know, bro?
No.
Skip the Boat is the fucking.
Is he local?
He's huge. Yeah, he's huge locally. Yeah, you gotta keep up with him, bro. Like, you should try get him into here because he's a Herman. He's a G, bro. Like shout out to him.
Hey, shout out, bro.
He's a legend. Like the things he's done for the NZ scene. He's originally started as like a streetwear kind of brand, like a clothes brand, and then now he's doing like big community shows, and like he threw free shows for a long time. Yeah. And like now he's got these big artists coming over from America and like doing these crazy tours all over, giving away free shit. He's a fucking G. Yeah. Anyways, he's real big in NZ. If you'll notice this from now on, people wear Skip's clothes quite a lot.
What's it
Skip
called?
the Boat.
It's Skip the Boat. It's familiar. Skip the Boat just sounds like something I've heard before, but I'm just not.
Nah. It's fair enough. It's fair enough. You kind of have to be in like the underground scene to kind of see it, but he's slowly becoming more like known, which I really. Actually, no, not even slowly. He's fucking popping up recently, which I'm loving because he spent a lot of time in the underground and now he's blowing up.
Getting a shine right now. Yeah.
He saw him in Japan.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So I want him to fucking come out of retirement. Give us some proper shit.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a big artist for me.
What did you think about his Coachella? Did you see that? The Coachella thing? I don't know what happened, but I knew like everyone was shitting on it.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's fucking.
But nah.
I don't know. Like as a human, you gotta be like, yeah, man, like, come on.
Yeah, you can't
just do that. But also, like, I empathize with you because you're also just human.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's just the Coachella. I think it's the general behavior he's had recently.
Yeah. Which
makes people like he canceled that Camp Flognar back in the day. Do you remember? And then Drake stepped in.
Yeah. That's right. And
so
Drake got booed off stage.
Yeah. So he's had a lot of controversies in that, and I guess it's like after a while of that sort of stuff, it gets hard to defend him. Yeah. But it's also like, man, you don't know what the fuck this guy's going through.
Exactly.
You really don't. Yeah. Like, this dude could have crippling anxiety, and it could kick in really, really bad, and he could be going through really, really shitty stuff. Yeah. At the same time, he could just be being a fuckwit. You never know, but giving him that time of day is important because at the end of the day, though you're paying to see him, though he's like, he's a artist that you love, still a human.
Exactly.
Still
exactly. Yeah, man. Shit, it's crazy. What sort of, well, how am I gonna frame this question? I guess I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Would you ever perform at Coachella? But fucking obviously you would, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the best question to
I will.
ask right now. You will, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. How would you? Okay, I'm gonna switch this up right now.
Yeah.
How do you? Because when I've been to some concerts, I don't go often, but I've been to some, and you can see some, like when you watch the opening acts and then you watch the main act, you can see the difference in their ability to control the crowd or command the crowd. You can. It's like a obvious
black and white.
Yeah. I remember I've been to it was a music festival when G-Eazy came out.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of random artists performing and stuff,
yeah.
and they were just kind of. Yeah, I mean, I guess no one knew them, so they weren't really interested in the music, right?
Yeah.
So, but the artists just came, they performed, and they left, you know. Yeah. And then when G-Eazy comes out, his ability to connect with the crowd, move the crowd,
crazy.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Insane.
Bro.
You know, what do you do to kind of?
I
eye contact's gotta be a big thing.
Love performing. Yeah, eye contact's huge. Like looking at the dude in the back, like looking at the dude in the fucking corner and being like, I see you. You. Like, I don't care if you're not dancing right now. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
You know, looking at him and being like, look, forget all this shit. Forget whatever you think you have to be like right now. Forget what you think you have to look like. Forget, are people going to think I'm weird for dancing? Fuck all that. You're at my show. This is a fucking safe space.
Yeah.
I'm going to make myself fucking do the most crazy shit. Like when I'm on stage, bro, I don't give a fuck what I look like on the camera. I'm sweating. I'm screaming. Like I'm really trying to jump up and down at every song, and it's something that I actually have to learn to tone down sometimes because my fucking voice gets cooked immediately. Like one song deep, I'm like, fuck, I've got a whole sit left to go. I've got songs to sing, but that's a big thing for me. Like, giving my all so they can give their all. Yeah. I believe that at the end of the day, even if I don't know the crowd, I should be able to at least win one person over. Yeah. At least one person. And if I don't, as long as I'm having a good time, obviously it's not the greatest feeling in the world. It's not going to be like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, as long as I'm having fun. Because it's still like I'm performing for people and I want people to enjoy what I'm bringing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm not going to act like that's not a big thing. But at the end of the day, if I can do what I can do and just bring it, and I'm like, okay, this just wasn't their type of music. They didn't enjoy that sort of thing. And I'm super blessed. Dude, I can't express enough gratitude for my close friends and my inner circle who are always at my fucking shows and are at the forefront bringing it. They're bringing it. Yeah. And when people see that, it's like a switch. Yeah. It's a switch. They realize, oh, this guy's got like people that like fuck with him. So I'm allowed to fuck with him. You know? Like, because in people's heads, like, we're very social creatures. Naturally, there's a lot of things that influence the way we conduct ourselves. Respond to some things. Yeah, exactly. And especially in terms of like dancing or reacting to things that like when a new artist comes up, if you haven't seen other people like his stuff, it's a lot harder to like his stuff. Exactly. Even if you do like his stuff, it's a lot harder to vocalize that or express it. Because we're very social creatures. So it takes a bunch of people to break that ice, and then everyone goes after. And when they do that, I see people change. I see people in the crowd, and they're like, oh, like it's on, like we can go. And I'm like, fuck yeah, like you guys, thank you. Fucking come in, like watch. Like this is what we can do. We could be having a fucking blast. Like you just need to come in. Exactly. And I don't care how cool you want to look. Even if you want to like stand there like this, at the end of the night, I'm gonna make sure you go home and be like, "Fuck yeah, it's pretty good, eh?" Like, that's the sort of buzz I want to achieve.
That's the one, man. That's the one now.
So that's how I try to connect with the crowd, and I incorporate one thing I've been loving doing in the past. I've been loving to do in the past, like is like a mini competition in the crowds, and this is something that I find people really enjoy it. So I split the crowd in two, and I go, all right. And I do this twice, at the beginning, like near the middle of the show, and then at the end, right before the last song. On the right side, make as much noise as you can. Left side, make as much noise as you can. And I make it a competition. Like, who can make the most noise? Because even if they don't give a fuck about me, we're competitive people.
They want to win, right? Yeah.
So we're very competitive people. And I bring that sense of, you know, like, Aucklanders, New Zealanders, we want to fucking win. Like, And so I'm like, like, let's see. And then whichever side wins, I'm like, the other side, you might have to get your lick back later, you know? And then later I bring it back. Round two, do it. And then everyone's hype. And I'm like, fuck it, all together, because we're a fucking community. Everyone's screaming, bro. And it's lovely. Like, it's so sick to see that. And then people just get this feeling of, like, purpose. I think. Like, it's like, I'm part of a bigger thing here. And my voice melts into this bigger echo in this room. And, you know, I'm making it sound profound as, but it's you know, you're part of a bigger thing, and you're part of a community when you're listening to my music, and when you're at my shows, and when you're dancing. You're not just one person who has to feel alone in a corner that, like, feels like they're not good enough to dance, or it feels like they're not going to be cool enough if they do dance. Like, come in. Like,
exactly.
It's a fan.
Yeah. Have you ever done, like, mosh? You know what I mean? Like, open up!
Yeah.
God,
me, Fat Papi and 36 Pimp love doing that, because we have a lot of mosh songs on Lost Collections, like Red Blue, Rise and the Fall, dude. Rise and the Fall. I fucking love when people mosh to Rise and the Fall, because there's when the first beat drops, it's just this beautiful, like, this vocal sample, and then the kick, just boom, and everyone goes in. I love doing moshes.
That's
They're
pretty
fun.
sick, man. But yo, we've been going for some time now.
Yeah, bro.
We will wrap it up
Bet.
On this question right here. How, and this is a pretty common question everybody asks. I think you already expect this. How do you want to be remembered? When it's all said and done, I mean, you can't really retire from music. But when it's all said and done, how do you want to be remembered?
By love. The love I spread. By the skill I displayed, and me being able to say I did the most I could do, and I made my people proud, and I raised a country and a people's, Kurdistan and New Zealand, who a lot of people haven't heard of, and a lot of people aren't aware of where they are. I want to be the guy that when people go back, he's like, when you think about it, he was the guy that made us aware of that country. He was the guy that made us aware of those people. He told us, you know, like, he made us aware of that these people exist, and shared the beauty of their cultures. And in general, by yellow.
By yellow?
Yellow.
What do you mean?
I want people to see yellow and remember all of that.
Right.
Remember all of that love and all of that happiness, and I want people to associate it with that. My yellow's my favorite color.
Yellow is your car, bro.
My car's yellow. Everything's yellow. It's been my favorite color since a kid, and that I fucking love it, because that's the feeling it gives me. So I want that feeling to spread. I want people to look at yellow, remember that, and remember me. And even if they don't remember me, remembering love and remembering happiness and trying to spread that. It's important to me.
Beautifully said, bro.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Kovan, thank you for doing this.
Thank you so much, brother.
Fucking awesome,
it's been
man.
fucking legendary.
My name is Kumiv.
My name is Kovan.
We're out.